Hey there, and welcome to the module of Natural Language Processing, which is in short NLP, which is making a buzzword in today's industry. So let's demystify what NLP is all about, where we apply it, and many more. So let's get started. So briefly, the agenda, I'm going to introduce you to the definition of NLP, and followed by that, understand what NLP is all about. We'll also look at applications of NLP, as in where NLP is applied. You might be already using NLP in your day-to-day life. It will come to your own awareness when I speak about them in short. Evolution of NLP. How has NLP evolved in the industry? Then we'll look at what makes that magical NLP solution is the algorithm. So we will review what are the algorithms which I use to make NLP as a solution. Then we have challenges in NLP. So any solution does come with challenge and we need to mitigate them. We'll understand what challenges we face in NLP solution stack today. I'll also introduce you to NLP pipeline where we look at, let's say you join a company for e-commerce like Amazon.in and you are presented to be an NLP engineer to find sentiment analysis on all the product reviews, and then go ahead and tell the brand owners as in what is that they can do to improve their product. So that's what NLP pipeline is all about. So start from data acquisition all the way to model evaluation. So we'll talk about it. And finally, I will cover NLP tools and libraries at the very end. I know it's a little strange, but I just wanted to follow the flow. The tools and libraries come at the last because we need to first understand the concepts and behind the scenes how things work, and then I will disclose what tools you can use to make that happen. Alright, so let's get started with the very first thing is introduction to NLP. So what is NLP? NLP is nothing but mimic humans as a software model to talk, understand, and respond by generating text, just like we human do when someone talks to us, right? So I have seen many definitions of NLP, but I could really not be happy with them. So I have phrased my own definition because that's the closest what I think an NLP is all about. To extend this further, imagine when I am talking to you, you are able to understand what I am talking today is similarly what NLP can do. And also, we can generate text the way I am generating text and words are coming out of my mouth and you're able to hear it. NLP software can also do exactly the same. So they are like actually mimicking humans. So that's the closest which I think is the right appropriate one. So let's get started a little more advanced in this area. So to continue further on the NLP side, the forms of natural languages are spoken words like what I am speaking right now. So we have tools to do speech to text where you speak and it's transferred as a text request, and there's a text to speech also available. You can use written text, which is by handwriting. You can write things and give it to the NLP to read. You can also use signed gestures in today's world of NLP area. So the key objective of NLP is to bridge the gap between the human and the machines. So that's all is what NLP is all about. So let me disclose you a few examples for NLP here. Think about a toddler who is a newborn. What we try to do, we try to help him to understand and speak the new language. Let's say the person is born in US. So of course the parents try to teach English and help him understand when you say sit down, that he has to sit down on the floor. Get up is to get up from the floor as well, right? So similarly, NLP is all about like training a software model to speak a language and understand a language. But we do additional things like generate text and all that. That's just the software interface. Now imagine the toddler starts speaking to you. That's like generating text. So exactly same with NLP today's world. Then we have example 2. Think about NLP as a tourist guide. example where a tourist guide needs to learn multiple languages, because when I go fly Europe, I get to see tourist guide talk at least more than 4 languages, because they have to serve different countries, and that's how they earn their bread. So why is NLP important? So we need to automate and enhance the communication between the humans and machines. So that's where we need NLP. Imagine when I say sit down. So that is something we all human can understand, but machines do not understand it. So to make them understand what we really mean by sit down is something NLP is actually trying to focus on. So there are 2 key concepts I wanted to bring into table. One is NLU and the other one NLG. So let's jump into NLU first, which is natural language understanding. So what this means is it's the interpretation of the given input in the natural language. Like let's say you are working with ChatGPT, right? In the natural language, you're giving an input which will enable the computers to understand the commands. You say, write a story for me. So it's actually you're talking in a natural language, and they will respond back to you in natural language as well. Alexa is a very great example. Like it's a speech to text NLP solution. So you say, hey Alexa, can you play a music for me? So that's what you're actually doing in NLP use case already. Some more examples of NLP, like you say coffee shop near me on Google. So what does Google do? It is going to search and bring out the nearest coffee shop to you. So that's doing an understanding, right? That means you are looking for a coffee shop which is nearest to your location. So that's doing naturally it's understanding what you really asked for. So that is NLU for us. So a few components of NLU we need to be aware about. The first is syntax analysis, which means it has to understand the grammatical structure. Second, semantic analysis, like grasping the meaning behind the words and sentences. So NLU has to really understand that when I say coffee shop near me, that means it understands in Google that yes, this person looking for a coffee shop, so let me go and fetch the coffee shops which are available nearest to this location. Third, context understanding, like considering the context, it will interpret the meaning of the things correctly. Fourth, pragmatic analysis, so understanding the intended effect of the sentence. So all of this we humans already do it efficiently. In fact, I can go to an extent saying we are doing it, but we really don't know we are doing it, right? So it comes so naturally for all of us, but computers are not used to it. So we are just imagine computers are like alien, and we need to teach alien how to speak English, what I mean when I say a particular sentence, what to interpret, and also speech. It has to talk back to us. So that's what is NLU, which is understanding. So next is NLG, which is natural language generation. It's a process of producing a meaningful phrases and sentences in the form of natural language for which we can read and understand. Example, if you look at when you go to Gmail today, I've just typed thank you on my fresh email. It's already recommending me thank you for your email. So the for your email is a natural language generation. That's NLG what currently Google uses, where it's trying to give you a generated text which it believes is appropriate for what you're about to type. So this is what you have been already using. I'm sure you have looked for it. Some key components of NLG. It's a content determination. Deciding what information to communicate is the job of NLG. Example, let's say I ask him to write a story. It needs to really determine the context, as in what information to communicate, right? It has to communicate a story again to the customer. Structuring, like organizing the information logically. So remember in the words, when you form a sentence, the matter and the sequence of words do matter, right? So basically structuring and organizing the information is very important. And lexicalization, basically choosing the words to convey the information. So what words to really use for a particular thing, what customer is asked for. So referring the expression, basically deciding how to refer to the entities. And realization, constructing the total text output. So when you really type in ChatGPT, all the things what you see here is already happening. Just say write a story for me, it starts writing it. It's so fast, so that's why I don't believe, but these all things are happening behind the scenes when it is generating a story for you. These are the key components which are used in the backend. All right, so that brings us to the very good thank you slide, which you always look for. So that's it to understand NLP at a brief. I'm going to cover more topics as we go along. So look forward to see you in the next topic. Thank you.